Hello everyone, Xiled here. So, this bit, I've been editing this video, but I've got to do it. As of editing, something was released, and I really need to talk about it very quickly before we go into the main video. But, for the last few weeks, I've been dabbling with AI. There's a fan group I'm a part of, and we've been messing about with AI and creating some really cool content, and it's been really fun. I've been doing a lot of video editing for the last few weeks, created some really cool like Luke videos, which are just exclusive for the Forever Knight fan group. I'm not really gonna show anybody else, and to be honest, I'm only for like close friends as well, so you won't see those. But at the same time, like as I've been building and creating these videos, a certain other creators been making videos, and they've been sending me different like previews. We've been chatting for the last few weeks, and you know we've been chatting on and off. They helped with the Xiled One YouTube channel by helping me with the Forever Knight fan game, and so as I was editing this video, I needed to get some footage from a certain TV show, and when I went onto YouTube, a video popped up. It was the video I was really excited to watch, and yeah, I'm just blown away by it. Kristin's done a really good job, and I'm really proud of her. And, you know, it's like she's even put a comment down to say thanks to me to help with some of the footage. Basically, she needed some AI footage, and she wondered if I was able to achieve the footage that she wanted, and I think I did an okay job, and so it was a pleasure to work on that video. I'm just so like ecstatic about it, because it's like she makes some really good videos, and to be a part of that experience, and you know how we've been talking and like exchanging ideas and stuff like that, like I've just been showing her things that I've been working on, and she's been really like supportive, and you know I'm just so I'm impressed, and I'm just blown away by how amazing her content is and what she's been making, and you know, it's made me start to look at myself to try and build better content and to work better. So obviously you can see a new thumbnail design, and that was heavily inspired by some of her thumbnail designs, because they're just awesome, and I tried to create one very similar, and I think it looked really good, and I've never known a creator bring out that side of me with like inspiration and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what she has planned for future content. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go and see the video. I highly recommend you go and check it out. She's put a lot of time and effort into that video, and it's just fucking amazing. Like I literally had to stop and then realised I couldn't release this video without thanking her. So she gets the first 3 minutes or 4 minutes of this video. But there is something else we need to talk about, which may be something that could be worked on. But anyway, first things first, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It's one of my favourite RPGs. If you ever want a vampire RPG, that is the best one to go for. Don't go for Bloodlines 2, whatever you do. Because this one, you are the vampire. You can have so many different ways of playing the vampire. You can be Nosferatu. You can be a blood wizard. You can be like Lestat. You can be a mad vampire. You know, there's just so many different ways you can play the game. You can pick different factions, and you know, it's never the same. I've realised whenever I've played that game. That game came out in 2004, and it still has been shocking people. Raven Alternative played it on stream, and she was shocked by a certain scene that is now it is 20 years old. So yeah, it's still got the juice. But I'm not affiliated with this company, but I highly recommend you get the game on GOG. I know some people who will be watching this video who are on a certain group. I'm not saying the show yet because I don't want to really spoil it, but they will definitely probably want to get a PC to play this game. So if you want the best experience to play Vampire Bloodlines, go on GOG right now, buy the game. They also include the unofficial patch, which is the best way to play the game. The unofficial patch has been worked on, and it's still being worked on until this day, because the company went bust after 2005. So they fixed a lot of bugs. It's the only way I say no to play the game, because it's just the perfect way of playing it. It also adds in content that was cut out, and I'm still adding content. So if you want to get into modding, there's a way of doing it. But let's talk about how is it connected to Forever Night. I shouldn't really make it a spoiler, really, because obviously it's on the fucking thumbnail. Anyway, let's go. So, a while ago, I played Bloodlines. Like, Bloodlines has been one of my favourite RPGs. And because of Bloodlines, I found an old TV show that was introduced to me by my father. And I remember the intro. The intro is one of the best ways to start the show. Like, if you ever want to do a vampire show, that is how you do it. And obviously, I was playing Bloodlines, and there's a certain character in Bloodlines, and when I was Googling to find out more about that character, it took me to an entirely different place. It took me to Forever Night. But there's two strands that connect Forever Night with Bloodlines. So let's break those down for you. First things first, let's go for the first vampire you see in the video game. You could say villain. You do get to work with them. You can work against them. But let's go for the villain. And his name is Sebastian. Sebastian is really, looks dressed in a dark suit. He's, very prim and proper. But he goes by another name. And when you go into the building for the first time, you'll see a name behind the security guard. That name is Lacroix. That is for someone else as well. And his name is Lucien Lacroix, the main villain of Forever Night for Season 1, and sort of like a father figure for the rest of the season. And he also goes by another name called the Nightcrawler. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, hold on, that's a bit on the nose, because obviously there's something else that's connected to Forever Night, which we'll talk about. But the fact that they've got a villain named Lacroix, and they've got Forever Night's got a villain named Lacroix. Now, Bloodlines came out in 2004. Forever Night came out in 1991, 1992, 1993. So it's nearly 10 years before Bloodlines, which is pretty cool. But now let's go to Santa Monica. Santa Monica, there's a nightclub called The Asylum. It's a gothic club. I think because the engine, it's very bright. So I think if it wasn't limited to the engine, I think the engine, they would have had dark lights and stuff like that to make it very clubby-esque. But it's currently owned by a certain person. Now, when you see Bloodlines for the first time, mainly in the cover, you will see a vampire. She's very sexy. I'll show you it right now. She's very sexy, and she's very flirtatious in the game. But she goes by the name Jeanette. And, yeah. But then let's go to Toronto. The nightclub's called The Raven. It is run by a very sexy, very flirtatious French vampire called Jeanette. How is it connected? You look at the nightclubs, just roughly the same. It's the same thing. It is very, very close. The difference is Jeanette is in Bloodlines is blonde and she's mad as a box of frogs, whereas you've got the other Jeanette who is calm and calculated. She's very meticulous and she's very prim and proper, and you don't want to mess with her, because she basically does say that. So yeah, definitely go and check it out. I find it quite funny, the fact that Forever Night still is being connected. I'm finding different ways Forever Night is still inspiring different places. It's inspired, Angel. You got Blood Ties, which is set in Toronto. You have Moonlight, which is just basically very similar to Forever Night, where it's like a vampire wanting to become human and becoming a detective. And it's just it doesn't get the love it deserves, and I think Forever Night needs that love. Like in the UK, it's very, very difficult to find the show. Whenever I bring it up to a friend, no one understands what the fuck I'm on about, because there is no way of actually finding it. The only place I've been able to watch it is on YouTube and Dailymotion, which is insane, because you go into the UK, you can't find it on Netflix, Prime, Apple Plus. You can't find it on Disney Plus. You can't find it on HBO. You can't find it on any platform. It is hard to get it streaming in the UK. So the only way is on YouTube. The only other way of getting it is importing the DVDs, and importing the DVDs is going to cost around about £80 to £70, which then if you add the import charges and the shipping, it is ridiculous, and it's such a shame. And it's still DVDs, so it's like it's not got the quality of like HD, even though there's a certain someone she's been editing certain clips and making it look really good. And it's insane the fact that we are way past the 30th anniversary and there's not been a HD remaster on Blu-ray. And I honestly think as well it needs to be streaming, not just in America. Like in America you can stream it, like I've been seeing it pop up on the fan group that they've been able to stream for forever. And it's so for me, where I've had to stream and watch it is on YouTube, and them not in the right order either. Some of them have been removed obviously because of all these legal bullshit. And so I have to like have the Wikipedia page open just to work out where the episodes are and watch them in order. So there is a lot that Forever Night inspires. There is still a love for Forever Night. I've built friendships because of that show. You know, I've got friends from like Kev, I've got Megan, I've got Anja, and Kristin as well, who, you know, has inspired me in so many ways. And you know, that's why I made the Forever Nights fan game concept video, which if you go in our library you can watch. I highly recommend you do. And because Kristin has helped out with that, she gave some things that I needed for the game, and she's always been an inspiration to me. And so there's just a lot of things, and it's how a show has built that love and that bonding from like the show, you know, from across the two different countries. And you know, like, and when I say love, it's like I mean like how the fans have just, you know, opened me with open arms, and they've been so positive with the content I've been creating for them and sharing with them. And so I'm just, you know, it means the world to me, and this is the reason why I love the show, because it's inspired a lot of people, and you know, it's something that I'm really looking forward to, and I really hope we get something very soon with Forever Night, because I do see it pop up every now and then on newspaper articles, which is nice, but it's like it needs the love and care. I think it's definitely worth the watching. It's the actors are iconic, the characters they play, you know, you still see remnants of them, apart from one, which I wish. I hope she's okay, because we've just the fans miss out and the fans love her, and you know, we really hope you're okay. So yeah, definitely go and check it out. I mean, if you want some really good videos to give you an idea what Forever Night is like, go and watch Kristin's videos. I'll leave a link in the description so you can see it. And yeah, there's just so much you could learn from Forever Night, and it's funny how much that has inspired certain other shows and certain content. And yeah, but obviously as well, you may have noticed that we're not really showing much, are we? Like, I'm not really showing much in the background because I'm currently renovating. So when I say renovating, I'm currently rebuilding the new Xiled Ones visuals. So I've been 3D modeling for a while. Here's a test shot so you can see, and it's slowly falling into place. I'm now starting to move to streaming as well, so you'll be starting to see me on Twitch a lot more. So if you want to, you know, support me, please go into the Ko-Fi. That'll help me, you know, that will support me, and it will help me with setting me in the right entertainment. There's a goal at the moment. I'm trying to raise money so I can go to America for the first time, and yeah, it's going to cost a fucking fortune. So if every little helps. I am putting towards it. I've already put £100 towards that trip. So, and I don't get paid a lot of money, so there's that. I've also bought a suitcase today, which cost me £38. It's the biggest thing I've ever fucking owned. So yeah, definitely go and check it out. I'm planning on streaming at 8 PM Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So if you want to know when that is, please go and check on our Twitter. All the links are in the description. But the way the visuals are going to change, it's going to be more interactive, so you can start to see different things, like you'll be seeing different areas. It's also setting up things for the game I'm currently working on. But then there'll also be a bit where you can see the chat. And if you do donate as well, you will get, well, I'm going to add a new tier onto the to the coalface so that you do have an Easter egg, so you can view yourself in the world, and you also be put in the video game. So if you want to be in a video game, definitely should. If you donate, just put a comment down and tell me what you want in the game. If you want to have like a weapon named after you, if you want to have like a poster in the game, if you want to, even be like a caller, because there's going to be a radio that I'm building in the game, which is quite fun working on that. So yeah, it's going to be really cool once this I've 3D modeled everything so that you can see different shots of the different areas, and it's going to be teasing different things. So, and obviously you'll be able to view it when we want Twitch. But it's also going to be the background of this, because I am going to be changing the way the videos run. I'm pretty much going the way Civi was going with his content, so it's going to be something similar to that. But with the streaming, I don't know whether we're going to go and do things like I could do 3D modeling, I could show you game design, I could play different games. If you want, we've been playing Hightail for a bit, and I'm also writing a novel called Truth in Our Eyes, which is heavily inspired by fanfiction I wrote about Forever Night, which is now being integrated into my own universe, which is going to be pretty cool. It's starting off really well, and so definitely check it out. All the links are in the description. So that will take you to like the social media, so if you want to keep up to date, and if you want to donate, you can. And I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you to the Forever Night fan group. They've been so amazing and welcoming and loving, and I'm just so excited. But there is something else that I am currently planning, and there's a little nods to this little image. If you're a Forever Night fan, you'll know. There has been talks of wanting to do a podcast and to do, I like talk about doing something big for the fans, and I really am excited, and I'm planning something to try and get that up and running, and it'd be nice so we can have like the fans, so it'd be like, I think Kev's already up for it, Andrew's already up for it, I think Megan may be. It'd be nice. I think Kristin may want to be a part of it. It'd be nice to finally talk to all of them instead of being over text. So it would be nice, and then us working together to build a channel, which I think will be Forever Night themed. I'm slowly building the visuals, so that's why I'm sort of teasing things. So yeah, it should be really cool. I think if we did the podcast, I would probably be more keeping, like a mediator in a way, like, because they know more about Forever Night than me. Like I said, in America, they can watch it constantly. I'm having to struggle to watch it because, and also they've got really good quality over there, and I haven't, so it's very difficult. And they've had more time with it, so it'd be really cool to do that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good day. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow the link in the description to take it up all our social media platforms. And as always, stay safe, my Xiled friends. Enough said.